hip-hop is this amazing tool in the world that gets to everyone. And yet, it is getting to this place where it believes, by virtue of its realness, and by virtue of the history that brought out hip-hop, the oppression, the struggle that breathed hip-hop, it is above reproach, above analysis. My name is Beau Sia, right? So, that's first and foremost, my name is Beau Sia. Second of all, I'm a poet.
Yo, how come no one told me chinky eyes was a compliment? I've been confused by lyrics like, damn, she's fly, high with chinky eyes, and chinky-eyed Korean spying if I'll buy.
This poem, I called it hip-hop, you know, and obviously because I never say hip-hop in the poem, so many people come up to me and say, you know, I love the Chinky Eyes poem, which is, you know, that's cool and all, but really, you shouldn't be saying that to me. Even if you're Asian almost, because that kind of like makes me like this, really.
I thought that being Chinese meant I understood the definition, but I guess not. Will you teach me? What is the word for the eyes of Puerto Ricans? Did white racists in the 1800s invent your word too? Tell me your history. Do you feel as empowered as I do, learning that non-chinks made chink okay for everyone else to say? Did someone else also take your racial slur and turn it into a compliment on your behalf? I need to know because I feel so ignorant.
You know, this is a whole life of this for me. A whole life of hearing like, you know, what's up, chink? Go back home, chink. You're all just chinks to me, chink. You know, it's like...
Is this what's hot right now? Using racial epithets to describe one's physical features? Are there rock songs about N-word asses, country songs about W-back hair, pop songs about a woman's rhymes with bike nose? I feel so stupid. Up until 6 months ago, I thought most urban radio personalities were white.
So the first time I performed the poem was at the taping for the 5th season of Def Poetry. I was very excited because I knew there would be minimal Asians in the audience. There would be a lot of, you know, other people there besides Asian people, and the poem is geared towards them and, you know, other people's insensitivities, and I loved it. I loved the feeling because it's one thing to preach to the choir and tell everyone that they're great and they're amazing, and if they try hard and work hard, they can, you know, be who they want to be. But it's another thing to say, hey, maybe step back and look at what you're going through in your life and try to relate it to me. Realize that I'm going through something that you've gone through. The things you've grown up dealing with the N-word, I'm dealing with now with this word. And please compassionately understand that. Connect with me.
I figured anyone who had suffered under the hands of oppression would never be insensitive to my mother's struggle. But forgive me, I had no idea that we were at the dawn of a new age. That everyone understood the context of the words that they were speaking. That the marginalized have stopped allowing the hegemony to pit us against one another. That every race issue was resolved. Do you hear that, my white friends? Now you and your one black friend can recite 50s lyrics together. And my fellow Asians, formerly known as chinks, japs, nips, flips, slopes, and gooks, now we are all just chinks. And I am told that the term is no longer offensive.
I love performing in front of Asian people because there's a sense of pride and a sense of strength that it gives them about, you know, I'm not alone in feeling those things. I'm not, you know, crazy for thinking these ways, but I prefer performing in front of non-Asian people. Because I prefer performing in front of people that have never seen an Asian person besides Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, even if they're an aggressive audience, because they're still listening. Whether, you know, they agree or disagree, they're realizing, wow, these Asian people are not just gonna sit down, and there's something bigger going on here that I wasn't aware of.
And so don't get mad. Die-o, 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 die. Don't fight for equal media representation. Die-o, 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 die. Don't boycott parent companies. Die-o, 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 die. And don't argue with what someone else tries to tell you about your experience. 'Cause if you don't know, now you know.